my cousin. Great.
And we are. Here I am, Fly Navarro, and today I'm being joined by, I'm going to get your maiden name and then you can chime it in. I'm here with Stacy and Amy Spencer. Ladies, good morning. How are you guys today?
Good
Hey.
morning, Fly. Thank you so much for inviting us on. We are thrilled to be here.
This is great. If anybody only knew how far I had to chase you guys down to finally get you to say yes.
It's a
So
full mess.
now let's also we got to give your husbands their due because I use your maiden name. So if you want to give proper due, you're welcome to.
Well, my last name now is White. I'm married to Hunter, and
Okay.
we've been married for, oh gosh, I don't know. We've been together about 30 years. So
Dear Lord.
I
How about
don't know
you?
if I'm a White or he's a Spencer at this point.
Listen,
That's
I know your family. He's probably half Spencer by now too.
Probably.
yep.
So, and Miss Amy, go ahead and introduce
Um,
yourself.
yeah, so my last name now is Parker. I married Jamie Parker, and he is a commercial fisherman, crabber, duck hunting guide. So we are all about the water on both sides of the family. So
I love it. And actually, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Miss Terry Schaefer that was telling me I got to ask one of you guys about your husband getting the soft shell crabs.
yep, that's mine. Yes, it's
Okay, okay.
almost time.
Listen, I was like, shit, I can't remember. That was like 3 weeks ago. It goes back to me dating myself earlier. You missed that part. Your sister had texted me, hey, can we jump on 5 minutes early? I'm like, give me 3 to 5 minutes. I was doing the old man thing of putting all my pills in their little boxes for the next 2 weeks because I keep forgetting, oh shit, did I take my medicine? So.
Mhm.
Again, it's just part of the thing. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. Actually, not joining me, joining us. Everybody that's listening. I really, I was telling Miss Terry that number two on my list was you guys. Number one was Chip Schaefer. When I relaunched the podcast, you guys were number two on my list after Chip, which is pretty fucking good company to have.
Thank you. Yes, that does mean a
Yeah,
lot.
I I remember when I finally got a hold of Stacy, she's like, "Why do you want us on your podcast? Don't you want to talk to like my dad?" I'm like, "Fuck that. Everybody wants to talk to your dad. I don't want to talk to your dad." What you guys have done or what you guys are doing, I think is so cool. Your dad's built a very successful company, and I know you guys work in it, but you decided, hey man, there's a lot of women out there that enjoy boats and being around the water and the fishing lifestyle, the outdoor lifestyle. And most clothing lines, most apparel companies, they don't offer proper women's clothing. Fuck it, we're going to do it. So you guys started Port and Starboard Apparel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like that almost exactly. But Amy and I had, we grew up on boats, we're in and out of boats our whole lives. And we were always kind of like, man, I wish I could find something that functioned like this, but looked like this. And we kind of talked about it for years. And one day we were like, hey, let's just try it. So we did. It's kind of scary to do something that's way out of your comfort zone. You basically have no knowledge about, and we're learning everything from the ground up, but it's been an amazing ride. I hope we can continue it.
Well, there's something to be said about, uh, listen, for me, it's been I eased my way into business, but I started business in 2014. So what am I, 12 years into business? And every day I say the same thing. I'm learning by Braille. I'm just putting my hands on it and I'm figuring it out as I go, man.
That
That's
And
makes me
kind of
feel
what
better.
we're doing.
it's so weird because it's like, listen, you guys run a huge office. I say huge. You guys are in operations of running a boat yard and an office there, so you know all the things that you need to do. I know all the things that I need to do to run a boat operation, and now the only problem is it's your name on the line, and that's the scary part. It's like, holy shit,
Well,
what
good
did I
thing I
get
have no
myself
ego,
into?
so whatever. I mean, who cares?
Man,
Here's
I
what I always say. Okay, Amy and I talk about this all the time. if you never try anything new, you have 0% chance of success, period.
Amen.
Your
Amen.
chances go up by 50% just by trying. And you know what? If you fail, I don't care. You learn something. All right. The biggest thing you're going to lose here is money.
Well, listen,
Hopefully it wouldn't be too much, but
you
that's kind of
take
the
you
attitude we
you
went in
take out
with.
little bites,
Yeah,
you know. But you're 100% correct. It was there was actually a very famous quote by Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
exactly.
So you got to take a shot and listen, it gets uncomfortable. There's been a many a times I've been in the walking into something and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't know anybody. But next thing you know, it becomes
That's not true. You
comfortable.
know everybody. Don't tell lies.
Okay. Uh
You're
how
like,
about
I know everybody here except this one person.
I oh my God. You guys know you know Mike Browser. He built what? He's got one of your boats. He's got is that a
Yeah.
78 or 87?
I think that one is a 70. Was it a 76? It was in the
It
70s.
was okay, it was I think it's 70. Anyway, long story short, it's a Saturday night. Naomi's out. I'm cooking for myself, just kind of vegging out, and I get a phone call from Browser out of nowhere. And I like Mike. I've known Mike for 25 years. But just out of nowhere on a Saturday night, hey, just, I'm thinking, what's up, Mike? What's going on? He goes, listen, I was talking to a guy in Tacoma, Washington, and I told him that I want to go fishing in Japan. So we were talking about the fishing in Japan, and I told him about my boat, and the first words out of his mouth, oh, do you know Fly Navarro? And he goes, who the fuck doesn't know Fly Navarro? He goes,
Exactly.
if you want to go fishing in Japan, call Fly. And he called me, and next week, is it next? Not this weekend coming up, the weekend after, he's going fishing with a bunch of my Japanese friends.
Well, hold on. I'm going to call you. I want to go fishing in Japan.
That's what I said.
Wait a second. No, no, no,
Put
no,
me
no,
on the
no, no,
list.
no, no. I remember talking to you one time. We were talking about me traveling to Japan. And I told, why don't you just join me on one of my trips? This was like 4 years
That
ago,
would
I
be
asked.
amazing. I know, listen, I have showed everyone the pictures that you sent me of that trip, all that amazing food
Oh,
and the cherry trees in blossom and all that kind of stuff.
oh,
It looks
okay. Those are the
amazing.
pictures I sent you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I go there 2 or 3 times every year. I absolutely love it over there. The people
Do
are
you need some
so nice.
secretaries or something? Because Amy and I are volunteering. We'll
Listen,
carry you and Naomi's luggage around.
I would so, I'm happy to hire you guys, but you guys are, listen, you guys are apparel moguls in the beginning stages. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to introduce you to my, oh, you just gave me an idea.
Okay, it sounds good. I like
I'm
it.
gonna introduce you to my friend Kazanobu. He owns a high-end golfing and fishing apparel company.
Well, that would be great.
And you
A
know
lot of
what?
women use our skirts to golf, so that would
Yeah.
be great hookup.
One thing that he loves to do, he loves to collaborate with other companies. He loves to collaborate with other companies where, you guys may have some kind of design and if he can put his logo on it, he'll sell your product. Some kind of collaboration.
Mhm.
He's really, really big on that. So actually, that's who Browser's going fishing with. My friend
Nice.
cut.
Amy, would you be open to a trip to Japan?
I absolutely would. We just launched a boat that is heading to Japan later this year. So I have been trying to go. I've been doing my Duolingo.
Oh,
If anything can get me there,
konnichiwa.
Duolingo.
yeah,
How's your
What can you
Japanese?
say?
it's bad.
Is it bad? Okay, so
Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys a story. So my first time in Japan back in, oh my gosh, 2016, I met a guy at American Custom Yacht Boatyard. He just bought a little express boat and he was shipping it to Japan. And I'm like, I'm planning on going to Japan this summer. And we exchanged numbers. And when I went to Japan, he invited me to go fishing. And I realized really quickly I was the only dude on there that didn't speak Japanese. I mean, I was literally I was alone, surrounded by six people. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go up to the tower and I'm going to call out fish. So as I'm sitting in the tower, there's a blue marlin left long. So, being that I know how to say marlin in Japanese, I yell out, Kajiki! Then I realized I don't know how to say left or rigger.
Uh, you
Your
just
sign
point.
language.
I
Yeah.
did. But by the time everybody turns up and looks up in the tower, it defeats the purpose of
Gone.
giving them a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, I need to learn how to say left and right. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't the AirPods now like do translation back and forth?
they may, they may. I haven't tried those. I use Google Translate, but we've been playing with some AI in one of my companies, and they'll listen to other people in the background. They'll translate. They're like, oh, somebody is speaking Romanian, and they just said blank, and it's like, motherfucker.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's world, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Great.
anything's possible. Listen, if I
You
can do
guys,
that, I'm going to start bringing my Japanese and my Arabic friends on here.
it's a little intimidating to travel to other countries where you don't know the language, and things like that would be
Yeah,
great.
but you know what, though? You say it's intimidating, but you were talking about getting out of your comfort zone. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, it is the first time I went to Japan, I went for 18 days. But I only knew what I was going to do for five because I was fishing a tournament. The other 13 days, I was cut loose. I literally landed in Japan. I didn't even know where I was going to stay. And
Wow.
I'm like, let me get on Travelocity. I want to go to the Skiji Fish Market. So what's the hotels around there? Bam, I stayed that one for 4 days. And I got up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning and I went to the market to watch them sell fish and eat fish for breakfast. And then it's like, okay, now I want to go here. And with man, if you got an iPhone, and I'm sure it's with an Android as well. I'm not knocking either one of them. I just have an iPhone. Uh, I put my Apple location where I want to go, and I tell them I want to go in transit. It'll tell me which train to take, which platform to get off of, and then get on to, okay, you want to find platform number four and get on this train, and it'll take you to this location. It'll tell you which exit to get out of, and you put your little ear pods in. It just whispers in your ear, get off this exit. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
cool.
cool as
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's not as intimidating as you would think. It's
Yeah, that
not
seems. Were you
intimidating.
alone?
I've taken my friend Scott a couple of times, and then Mike Samuels. I don't know if you know Mike Samuels that used to work for Viking. I took him one time, but most of the time, yeah, that first time I was by myself, and I would say 90% of the time I'm by myself. I I fly there by myself. One now I know so many people. Once I get there, it would be like me flying up to Manio. I went by myself, but I'm hanging out with everybody,
Yeah.
you know?
Where's the one place you haven't fished that you would go? What's on your bucket list fishing
So
trip?
it's funny you say that. Somebody asked me yesterday what my bucket list fish is. I want to catch a golden dorado in the jungles of Bolivia.
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty specific.
Yeah, no, no, no. I know what it. Yeah, It's like I saw people. Oh, I want to catch a 1,000 pound blue marlin, and I want to catch a 1,300 pound black marlin. I'm like, those are cool goals to have, but there's certain things in life. I want a goal that I know that I can accomplish. Like I'd really like to grow to 6'3", but I know it's not going to happen. But that could be a goal. You know.
Yeah.
What about your guys? What's your bucket list fish? You guys have caught a bunch of fish.
Yeah, I don't think I really have a bucket list fish. I like sail fishing because there's a lot of action, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I want to go somewhere and fish for a week where I can just fish nonstop, catch a bunch of sailfish, have a lot of fun. I don't think there's anything in particular. Dad's been a bunch of places and he tells us about some like the Azores and things that seem really cool, but
Your dad did a
Cape
trip to
Verde.
Your dad did a trip to Morocco, didn't he?
I'm sure
Or
he's
was it
been
just, was
everywhere.
it, was I, for some reason in my brain, I was talking to somebody in Morocco, or I was talking to somebody that goes to Morocco and they mentioned something, but I can't remember if it was the Azores or Morocco.
We have a hard time keeping up with him. I never know.
Who knows where he's at?
Fucking good on him, man, as it
Yeah,
should be. Your dad's what,
Yeah.
like 72 now?
He's not 70. Is he 69, Amy?
I
He's on
think
the
so.
cusp.
I think
Yeah.
so. But
All
that's
right,
what we tell him. Like, you should travel. Go all you want.
go, go.
Yep,
Now,
you
Amy, what's
deserve
your
it.
bucket list fish?
I don't know. So my son really wants to catch a rooster fish. He would love to go back. We went there in Costa Rica, but we were so busy sail fishing. We had so much fun that we didn't get to do that. I would love to take him to do that sometime. And I went to Casa Vieja one time with Jen Copeland for the Marlin expeditions,
Yeah,
and I had the time of my life. I would go back and do that. I'm trying to plan a trip with my husband and another couple that we met there. So just
it's listen, that's my
destination.
favorite place to go.
Mhm.
I love hosting trip. I get called a lot to host trips. Hey, we got a bunch of salespeople we want to take fishing. I've been recently asked to do a alma mater competition between two colleges, and I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I know where we're going. We're going to Casa Vieja Lodge.
Mhm.
You
Have you
know,
been there since they redid it?
no, I have not.
Mm.
It looks phenomenal.
Mhm. It looks amazing.
It looks phenomenal. So I do have to ask you one question. After your sister mentioned she just wants to go to a place and catch a bunch of sailfish, was that a shots fired when you said, "Well, I was in Costa Rica catching a bunch of fucking sailfish,
Yeah,
and
thanks, Amy. Yeah.
I had no time to go catch a rooster fish." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Wow,
Sorry, sis.
sisterly love, shots fired,
Actually,
man."
I was with her on that trip,
Oh,
so we
okay,
did catch a bunch together, but
On
okay.
I
that
was
one, but
with
you
that
were supposed to go
before.
to Casa Vieja too. That was supposed to be your trip. I took your spot at Casa Vieja.
That's okay because I went to Tropic Star Lodge
I
and that
was
was
going to
Right.
great.
ask you, didn't you do a Tropic Star Lodge
Yeah.
trip?
I did.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. Natasha took a bunch of women from the industry down there and we spent a week fishing, and that was amazing. I mean, that's a beautiful lodge, phenomenal fishing, just a once in a lifetime experience for me that I'm so grateful that she included me on. That was great.
I um I saw the pictures because I was getting the pictures from Jen LeCumbe.
Yeah, I love
She
Jen.
Jen is one of the three women that I hold most dearest in my life that really kind of run that can tell me what to do. And Jen's one
She's
of them.
very sweet. And she
Yeah.
loves our clothes. She's very good. She wears them all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
she
And
worked
she
with
sports them
them.
at the shows. I'm
Yeah.
like, I know whose apparel that is.
Yeah, she's great to us.
And that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. When we first got into the industry, I was real nervous about how it was going to go. But all the women that we know that are in the fishing industry have been nothing but supportive, nothing but nice, and wanted to
I
wear our
agree.
stuff.
Our biggest supporters,
Well,
Natasha, number one. She's been phenomenal. Okay, we can't go out of here without shouting out to these ladies.
Listen, give love where it's due, man. I'm all about
These
that.
girls are great. Amy, who else? Okay. Oh gosh, I'm trying to blank now
Well,
because
I was going to say Jen Copeland for sure. They let us
Jen
use
Copeland,
some of our
yeah,
clothes for the ladies tournaments and the couples tournaments at Casa Vieja. They've been really good.
Candy Dwyer with Other
Yep.
Side Invitational.
Mhm.
Listen, Morgan at EJW, our first clothing sale. Amy and I were so nervous. This is wholesale, not our first
Yeah.
like personal retail sale, but we kind of went into this and instead of taking pre-orders, we went ahead and purchased all this merchandise and we loved it. We designed it. We had a lot of faith in it. We had not talked to a soul about selling it. We went to EJW's in Morehead City, and Amy and I kind of pulled over on the side of the road. We said a little prayer together. We had a little meeting. We're getting ourselves psyched up. We walked in there, and Morgan at EJW, she didn't care we were a brand in our infancy or anything. She looked at the line, loved it. She said, I'll take some of everything. That was
Oh
the
man,
best.
that's
She took a
awesome.
huge chance on us. So
We
we
were
shot
literally counting it out in the parking lot for like a few hours what she wanted. It was so It was just
It
fun.
was
It was
great though. That was a great high. I'm glad we got to share that together.
You know what I've learned in this industry, and I'm glad you guys just brought it up because as a man in the industry, I can't speak to the women in the industry. I can speak how I deal with my friends, but as women together, I'm glad you brought it up. What I've noticed in this industry, if you're an asshole, you get kicked out really fast. But if you're a nice person, people just they love you. They bring you in. It's one of the reasons I always tell everybody it's like a fraternity. Oh, you're a
It
fisherman? Come
is.
on in. Come on
It's
in.
a big world, but a small world
yeah.
simultaneously.
Exactly. Exactly. And we all try to help each other out. You know, every once in a while you got somebody that is a thorn in your side and talks shit about you. It's okay. I
Well,
always
that's
hear
going to
about it.
happen everywhere. But
Yeah, people get jealous of your success. Who cares? That's when you send them two new pieces of apparel. Two of
everybody's
them.
been really supportive. I'll have to say, it's been phenomenal. It's been
Listen,
great.
I I have planned out my whole wardrobe for all my Chubb tournaments, and it is completely your guys. Oh, wait a second, I haven't sent you the pictures from the last tournament, have I?
I
I don't
don't
think
think
so.
so.
Oh my gosh, I gotta send it to you. Oh, I'm so, alas, I'm sorry. I know I wore some of your stuff when I went out to the Maldives.
Mhm.
And oh, I think well, you might not have seen it, but I did tag it in my social media because I had the one combo. I can't remember. I think next week is the green and like a beige, and then I
Mhm.
have a yeah. I have listen. I literally
Wow,
set it up.
you
No,
got it.
no, no. Well, listen. Again, you're part of the industry. I want to support your shit. You
Thank
And
know, I
you.
he
want
likes,
to.
did you tell me you like the polos or the button downs better? I can't remember.
I love the polos. I love the
Yeah.
polo, but the button downs are nice. The only thing, I listen, when people listen to me, this on the podcast, they're so gonna ride me, but it's okay. I don't give a shit. So I forgot to bring an undershirt, and me when I wear a button down, I like to wear an undershirt. So
Mhm.
I literally felt like I was on stage giving awards with no shirt on. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so naked without an undershirt.
That is a very thin, cool shirt. We try to design everything where it breathes well because most of the time in the fishing community, you're in warmer weather or you're out in the sun. And so we wanted everything to have a layer of SPF and breathability, quick dry if you are sweating, or try to show no sweat, things like that that
No,
matter.
it's very comfortable. I like it. Like I said, I wore the polo uh in the Maldives and it's fucking hot there, man.
It
Mhm.
is.
There's no
Yeah.
shortage of heat there. And then I wore the button down at Chubb and now that button down black and now I think it's green or blue. I gotta look. Like I said, I have it all laid out.
There is a blue and a green. You'll have to let us know what you're missing and we'll send you the fill-in pieces.
Okay. Yeah, no, no, I'll send you all the pictures. I can't believe I didn't send them to you.
I
So,
think we did reshare one though. Our social media girl, I'm pretty sure she was real excited when she saw you on there.
yeah,
She said, "Do you know him? Can I share this?"
I
I said,
because I
"Yes."
remember as soon as because I got tagged in the photos from Chubb and I'm like, "Oh, I got to put Port and Starboard Apparel on here." So I put it on there and then it got reshared. But again, I don't know if that was you running it or the girl that runs your social media.
I'm horrible at social media. I work
We
a
know.
lot. I don't have time to get on there, but I realize it is today's world of advertising and
Well,
staying connected. I'm just terrible at it.
here's the thing. You can look at it like that. What I look at it is it's an amplifier. So back in back in the old days when we still had coal on the boats, I
I'm
used to
20
have
years younger than you, though.
what's that?
I said I'm 20 years younger than you.
Listen, I would have believed that, except you told me a few weeks ago how old you were. You are younger than me.
Not by much.
Put it this way, you wouldn't have been in the same high school at me or at the same time.
What? Yes, I would.
No, 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 no. You would have been in
I
junior
thought
high
you were only
school.
2 years older than me.
I'm
I
only
can't
two
even
years.
remember now.
I'm 53. You
4 years
would
older than me.
okay.
See, four.
See,
He
so
guessed
you
it.
might have been in junior high school.
I'm still
You,
younger.
yeah,
Live it
no,
up,
I know.
Stacy. Take it. Take your win.
Just take the win, man. Don't argue. Stop arguing.
You can make me
Um,
choke on ice water.
I don't see. Look, I'm so old. I don't even remember what the fuck we were talking about. I totally forgot. I'm like, I was so worried about trying to add up years. Listen, at least I didn't have to pull off my shoes to count.
Yeah.
Now I know how to sidetrack you if I need to change subjects.
Yeah, I just forget. What were we talking about? We were talking about Chubb and social media. It's listen, all it is it's an amplifier. It's like you having access to the intercom at school. You can say what you want, or you can listen to what everybody else is saying. I mean, you guys know how much I use it, and still I just kind of cruise through what's happening with my friends. Okay, and I peace out, and oh, I see so and so's birthday, or you know what I really like is because the age that we are, that I see my friends and their kids or their grandkids. So when I do see them, hey, I saw that your grandson, just graduated kindergarten. Or,
Yeah.
hey, I see your son he got accepted to NC State. And that's, for me that means a lot because, my friends, when I see my friends doing well with their family, it makes me happy. And so when I see them, hey, how's your son doing at college? And that's what I like about it. It's just that communication, seeing how my friends do. I really, the news and stuff, that's one thing, but you can only deal with that so much. So
Right.
I'm
We
like, yeah,
just I got so
whatever.
nervous about I guess just like putting ourselves out there, and at first it was just us in the clothes. So we were like, nobody wants to see that. They're so sick of our faces. But it's actually
No.
my best friend doing our social media. That's what she went to school for and has done. And she was like, I'm telling you, look at the numbers, Amy. That's what the people want. So
Yeah. Well,
it's kind of hard.
people like to do business with people that they like, and they like to see you do well. So go out there and, you should have a quarterly newsletter from the both of you of, what's happening, what happened, and what do you plan on doing? Staying in touch with hey, we got some new lines coming out in the spring. And we're really excited about it. We got the idea from Jan down in South Carolina, or a bunch of people have said they really like this, so we're thinking about it. Take a look at the patterns. You'll see it in your stores come May, and really, social media is not just Facebook and Instagram. Social media is anytime you can connect with the people directly. So just sending out a newsletter or a text message saying, "Hey, today only." 10% off. We're thinking about you. It's Mother's Day. Just
Yeah.
people like to know that you're thinking of them, and they like to know that if they're upset, they can get right to you, and if they're happy, they can get right to you. That
Yes.
Yeah.
and
We try really hard to be yeah, we want to hear the good and the bad. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. We want to hear all the feedback so that we can change things up so we can know what everybody wants. We're trying to be really good at that, not get our feelings hurt if somebody has a complaint and you know.
Listen, it's okay to get your feelings hurt. It happens sometimes. Damn, I really like that. I don't know why nobody else.
Mhm.
Now I know why I'm sitting in the car alone and nobody wants to ride with me.
It helps us grow and become, we hold our apparel to a certain standard and we advertise it as that. And so, everything helps us keep it there. And so we appreciate it. Most of our feedback is good, I mean,
But no, that's good. People are happy to see you. People,
let me know
listen,
if they're like, hey, I just can't get my hand here or something, but
Yeah.
we haven't heard much of that, to be honest, but we're open
listen.
to it.
Yeah, no, and it's good. And listen, again, I said it once and I'm going to say it again. I love the fact that, again, you work for your dad and your dad has made an incredible name for himself, but you're like, no, we want to do our own thing. And You stuck your neck on the line, and that right there is the American dream.
That's true.
That's
Yep.
the
That's true.
American
And
dream.
actually, the company is named after our parents because anybody who knows them knows that they have high standards, high values. They're very humble people. They've made their lives for themselves, and we want to incorporate all the things that they've taught us into the company. And so that's how the name Port and Starboard was born, because we wanted to use a P and a S
Okay.
for Paul and Shelley. And so we were like, what can we do that's nautical, that dovetails, all the things we want to remember anytime we're dealing with the company.
I,
And that's where the name originated.
I did not know that. That's pretty
And
cool. I
so,
thought it was just because it was port and starboard on a boat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, we were
The
like,
S looks faintly like a Spencer Yachts S, you know. So if you look, we wanted it to be, you know, where if you were not a Spencer fan, you would still want it, but it's if you are looking for it, you can see that the S.
Who's not a Spencer fan? Come on, seriously.
I don't know, just in case. Actually, we haven't met anybody though who's not at the tournaments. I don't think. Well, they wouldn't say it to our face anyway.
Listen, when Pablo shows up, everybody's happy.
Yes,
When
that is very
Pablo
He's a
true.
shows
great
up,
guy.
I've never been upset when I've seen Pablo, man.
Hmm.
No, it's always good to see your dad, man. It's always good to see your dad and your brothers, you know?
Yeah, if I could be a tenth of the person my dad is, I would be doing great. So I
He,
always try to think, what would he do or how would he act in a situation and use that as a baseline. I fall short a lot of times.
at what point does it revolve around clubbing somebody over the head? You know, your dad's he's got to have a button.
He does, but man, rarely do I ever see him lose it. Rarely. He's very even keeled, very calm and collected. What does it take, Amy? I can't even remember the last
I
time.
don't know. It's mostly trying to keep all of us children in line and on the same page.
You guys are all grown-ups now, though.
Yeah,
You
But
guys
are
but
have
we?
we all work
But are
together.
we?
Yeah.
you guys all have your own little children running around.
Oh
You,
yeah.
you're trying to set examples. Trying.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. There's 12 grandkids between the five of us kids.
Jesus. Wait a second. Who's the fifth? I
So we
know
have an older sister, Tracy, that you've probably never met.
I've never met Tracy.
And she manages our Mans Harbor facility. She does a
Okay.
fantastic job over there. We couldn't function without her.
Okay.
Yep.
That I
She's
was like,
great. She is the
wait a second.
nicest of all of us. She's great.
I,
Yeah.
I find that very hard to believe. You guys are
She's
all
extremely
uber
nice.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
thank
But
you.
yeah, she does a really good job in Mans Harbor and yeah, keeps that shop running flawlessly.
Okay. Yeah,
The shop is
I've
so
never met
big.
her.
It
Hmm.
takes all of us. I don't know how Dad did it alone for so long because we all kind of have our niche there. And Amy and I oversee the financials for all of the companies. We have several. And Tracy runs the Mans Harbor facilities. Cliff kind of runs Spencer Marine, the repair yard. Daniel oversees the construction at Spencer Yachts. And so everybody has their place. But it does take all of us. It would be difficult to do alone.
No wonder you want to send your dad on vacation. Go travel the world. We got this under control.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
deserves that.
Number
Yep.
one, he deserves it. Number two, how many times has he put a wrench in a fine running machine? Have you guys tried this? No, Dad, it's working.
Actually, he doesn't. He trusts us a lot. He's okay at handing over control and taking a step back. And
I think he's just tired a lot of
okay.
the times and he doesn't want to make the decisions anymore.
Yeah.
He's ready
Oh my God,
to
that is
not have to
so
hit it.
true. That
Yeah.
is so true. There's a reason why I always wear black shirts. I don't want
Yeah.
to make a fucking decision. That's why I've already picked out what my clothes are for the next two
Amen.
tournaments.
Yeah.
It's just no. I got enough decisions uh, that
And he's so laid back. If it's the wrong decision, he's like, whatever, we'll fix it.
yeah. I
He just
tell
goes with
everybody
the
I'm
flow.
not looking for perfect. I'm looking for complete.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
about
it
where he is.
done and then we can make it better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's make it better. Let's just get it done. Let's get it out the door. Let's figure out because there's going to be something that breaks.
always.
Yeah, it's first of all, it's a boat.
Yes, it's a boat. Yeah.
It's a
Look, Jim, you
boat.
want to open that can of worms?
Oh,
The best way I've ever had it described to me is imagine owning the most beautiful 5 bedroom condo in the world and then lifting it up and dropping it down 8 feet over and over and over again for its entirety of its life. And I was like, ooh, that makes sense.
mhm.
Very true. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. So there's
A
always
lot of
something breaking
movies.
on it,
Yeah.
you know? Sometimes it's the captain too.
Sometimes
Uh-huh.
it's the captain.
Sometimes it's the captain. There's something to be said about having a captain that's a little bit older because he likes to go a little bit slower. You get some young kids and they're like, no, we'll get out there sooner. Man, my hips are killing me, man. I can't walk
Except for
around.
Pablo too. He goes so fast. He tries to go so fast. And if there's a day at a tournament where we don't catch anything, we are the first boat back to the dock
Yeah,
because
but
he is
he's
not
trying to
going
sell another boat is what he's doing, man.
to. That's true.
He's
Yes.
trying to sell another boat. Listen,
Mhm.
if he's winning, he's going to sell a boat. And if he's not winning, he better be the first one there so everybody's
Yep.
taking the pictures of it.
Yep. He's just passing everybody on the way
Yeah,
in.
he
Uh,
was upset. We fished, what was it, last year, Amy, or the year before? We fished Alice
Mhm.
Kelly, and he was our
Yeah.
captain, and we didn't catch anything, which I don't know why we never catch anything at Alice Kelly. He was so mad. And
oh
he
my,
went back like 44 or 45 knots the whole way back. We were like, man,
hold on, buckle
Yeah.
yeah.
in.
Our friends
Yeah.
were taking a picture of the speed on the screen because it was fun.
That's a great tournament, by the way. Alice Kelly is
Mhm.
leading up to the Pirates Cove. It's first of all, that whole week is phenomenal.
It is a
It's a
great
lot
week.
of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
a
it's
lot of
great that
fun.
it's in our backyard, it's nice for us to
That's
have it
even
make
better.
room. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
I don't know
even
why
better.
though. It is always rough on that Sunday before. It seems like, don't you think, Amy? Feels like it's
Yeah.
always rough on Alice Kelly and beautiful during
Mhm.
Pirates Cove week. You're like the men get everything.
Yes.
Listen, we also get the rough weather too when we got to get from point A to point B. And you didn't go out fishing by yourself. Listen,
Yeah, that's true.
come on. Let's be honest. And I'm
Yes.
not, listen, I'm not saying that we get it better or worse. It just falls how it does. Yeah, we don't.
Actually,
Yeah,
and this year they backed it up because what was it? Ocean City beforehand was so rough, I
that's
think,
true.
that
Yeah.
the guys couldn't
Oh,
even get back
the
in time.
hurricane.
Yes, it was
That's right. You had the
it did slow it up.
hurricane.
Hmm.
I totally forgot about that.
So that's why we didn't fish it this year because our brother said, "Look, I think it was Daniel, and he's like, if you come up to Ocean City, we can fish back and be in bounds in time, but we just couldn't make it work." But he was trying, but a lot of other boats were struggling, so they extended Alice Kelly for 2 days
Okay.
this past
No,
year.
no,
Hmm.
listen, that's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. You got to deal with the weather's tough. I had one of my participants from this weekend coming up. He's like, "Hey, have you looked at the weather?" I said, "Well, I heard it's turning shitty on Saturday." He's like, "Man, I don't want to have to travel on Sunday. Can you help me?" I'm like, "Well, what do you need?" He goes, "I want to leave right after." I said, "Well, if you don't have any fish to turn in, go home. And if you have fish to turn in, get your guy, just get into the slip or get into the fuel dock, and I'll pick you up and get the guy running, and I'll send the awards home with somebody. You know, I'll work
Yes.
with you, but I appreciate you calling me up now, not at the time of.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
always
That's
work.
why that time it was a struggle because it was like the day up, so everybody was scrambling. But I mean, they made it work. It ended up being a really good time. I think the Monday was good fishing. So.
Now, okay, now that we're talking about Pirates Cove, if I remember correctly, last time I fished Pirates Cove, there was one night I got to eat soft shell crabs. Is that your husband?
Mm. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's always, they usually always try to get a local restaurant to do it, which is really nice. So you know that they probably were local soft crabs. I can't remember. He sells his to so many. They have such a good market here locally, and then a lot of them they sell them live up north. So
So, for the people that have never had the unbelievable pleasure of eating a soft shell crab. Could you please describe to everybody exactly what a soft shell crab is and why
Oh,
they are so incredible?
oh, that's going to be hard for me.
No,
I'm
come
a
on.
Amy
vegetarian.
doesn't eat
You're a
seafood.
vegetarian?
Yes, but not my children, not my family, and they love some soft shell crabs. Now, it's so different from a regular crab. It's just I don't know, so different. But
What
the
makes
way
it,
that my
first of all,
husband
what makes them soft? So
so
people understand.
when they back out of their shell and they're
Okay.
only soft for a few hours and then they harden back up, so it's their growing or their molting time. So it's very cool. We have a ton of shedders lined up and you have to check them every 4 hours, so we're around the clock that time of year. And you he can tell there's a tiny little thing on the back of their fin when they're getting ready to shed. I can't see it. My eyes aren't made that way, but he can see it. So they'll get them, they'll put them in a shedder, and then within a couple of days, they go through them, and you can actually watch them backing out of their shell. Very cool. And then you don't take them out right then because they're too soft. And they can't pinch you then or anything. They're just limp. There's nothing. So I'm not afraid. I'm going in then. And you wait a few hours. And when they get this little paper shell, they call it, or just harden up a little bit, then they're ready to take out. So it's just this very delicate process. If you leave them in there too long, they'll turn back and get real mean. But you gotta, and then you take them out then and you fry them up just like that. So their legs are real crispy and
They're
the
so good.
body's real soft.
They're
So
so delicious. I
he likes them
absolutely.
in a taco. That's his favorite. Soft shell tacos is really
Oh,
different, but that is his favorite way. Yeah.
oh my gosh. I've
Mhm.
never heard. Most people know them in a sushi roll
Yeah.
as as a spider roll. That's a soft shell
Mhm.
crab.
That's what I was going to describe it as, but I didn't want to
No, you could have described it, but
describe
listen,
it as
up there, I've had them just whole. But as a
Mhm.
taco, my now,
Mhm.
does it only happen one time a year?
Mostly. Sometimes there's two runs, but since I've been with him since he's been doing it, maybe 20 years, and it's gone down to just one good run. So
Okay.
it'll happen in the end of April and May. Around Mother's Day is the busiest time, and then sometimes you'll get a little second run in June. Here,
So
anyways, on the Outer Banks. So
I might have to go up there and buy some for my freezer.
yeah, it's
Ooh,
fun. It's a really fun operation. Very cool.
that is kind of neat.
Hmm.
That's kind you know, I had, you know who told me the story was Heather Maxwell.
Oh,
Heather Maxwell was the one that told me the story of the soft shell crabs. So
yeah.
I like to know where my food comes from, and knowing fishermen, I like to support my friends. So uh, when I know somebody's got soft shell crabs, I was just talking with Brett from the Builder's Choice last week, and he was telling me how he goes shrimping. I go, let me know. I'll fly up there and I'll go buy 50 pounds. He goes, hell, if you come up here, you got to go shrimping with me.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, well, listen, if I'm going to go shrimping with you, I'm going to charge you. It's going to be 50 pounds of shrimp. Listen, I'll work. I don't mind working for food, man. We'll work for food.
It
So
is so fun. Shrimping is so fun too. We that is one of my favorite things to do with our family. Oh
is
yeah.
it?
Hmm.
Okay.
It's
Now
just
what?
beautiful because you put out the net and then you're just kind of trolling around for half an hour or so and like it's just beautiful weather and then get to pull in the nets and then go through it all. It's really fun.
I told Brett that I want to stand on the very top and be like Lieutenant Dan. They're over there.
Yes.
They're over
Yes. Oh
there.
Gotta wait
yeah.
for
Yes.
rough weather for that one. Do that whole scene.
Yes.
Ah, no. Again, there was another guy that reached out to me. I have to call him here in the next few weeks. Um, he was commenting on the podcast, and I looked through his page, and he's a scalloper, and I'm
Hmm.
like, oh. When can I order some scallops? And he's like, dude, it's going to cost you more to ship them than you buying them. I'm like, ship them? I'm going to jump on a plane. I'm going to fly up there and I'm going to pick them up myself.
Yeah.
I just, checked
Mhm.
luggage, man.
Yeah,
100.
so we're lucky here. That's why we can trade. We have some friends who are scallopers, and then we can trade them crabs, and it's really nice to have all that fresh
Seafood.
seafood right here. Yep.
Yeah, you guys.
Stacy's brother-in-law has a seafood market too, so they have all kinds of.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Getting stingy with me, Stacy? You don't tell me this?
Get you all the seafood you want. You just tell us what you want. We'll take care of you.
I'll even
You come
drive up
down
there.
here and watch the crab shed with Amy
I
one day and
Yep.
eat a fresh soft
okay,
crab
so
sandwich.
this is I'm gonna put it on your shoulders, Amy. You
Mm-hmm.
let me know the window of when to see the salt. Just shoot me an email. I'll fly up there. I just want to see them happening. I think that'll
It
be
is
cool
fun
as
to watch them. You
that'll
can
be
watch them
cool
in
as
a few
shit.
minutes back out. I
Yep.
mean,
It's
it's
a
pretty
Yeah.
very
neat.
cool process. And my son is like my husband's mate then, so it's really fun. He loves it and he's a big helper. And yeah, it's a big family operation that we have there too. So it's
Man, that's cool. And listen, I have to go up there anyway because Charles Perry already yelled at me. I went up there a couple of years ago and he got wind that I was in Manio and I didn't call him. I didn't call anybody. It's so weird how small this world is. I get a phone call one day. My best friend, we've been friends since we were 6 years old. There's a group of four of us. We've all been friends since six. But this particular friend of mine, his two kids, they're 4 and 1. He's 54. He started late. I'm the godfather to both of his kids. And he calls me up. He goes, "Hey, my brother's wife is going to call you." And I'm like, "Okay." She is the assistant superintendent of education at Dare County Schools.
oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And she reached out to me because they have the Build an Airplane program there in Kill Devil
Hmm.
Hills. They wanted to
Yep.
do one for boating. And so she reached out to me. I'm like, listen, I'm very happy going up there, but you're in fucking Dare County. Why are you calling me? They've got some of the greatest boat builders in the world. Well, they didn't know what direction to go. And anyway, long
Oh.
story short, um, I flew up there. I only flew up there for one night, and I had a meeting. Actually, I flew up there for 2 nights. I flew up there late, spent the night. Next day, I had the meeting with the superintendent, who was the mascot for Charles Perry's basketball team in high school.
Oh my gosh.
And
So,
we started talking. He goes, "So you're a fisherman? Hey, do you know Charles Perry?" I go, "Who the fuck
Who
doesn't know
doesn't?
Charles Perry?
right?
That guy,
And he doesn't
listen,
love
that
it.
guy's a fucking legend." And so we were there shooting the shit, and he was telling me, that he was the mascot and yada, yada, yada. And so his wife is the assistant superintendent, and now her husband is now the principal for Manio High School.
Oh,
My best friend's little brother is the
that's
principal
so funny.
and I'm like, so I saw him I don't know, 2 months ago. I'm like, "Hey man, you're a Colombian in the Manio High School." I go, "I know you got to feel like a turd in a punch bowl." I'm like, "You do not blend in there." And he
I
goes, "You'll be surprised, man."
was gonna say they probably love it. I'm sure they
Oh
love
my
it.
God, it's the greatest
Yeah.
thing in the world. So,
Hmm.
but it just goes to show you how small it is. But no, going back to it, I need to go back up because had asked me to go up there, and I just want to do it before the summertime starts. When it gets summertime, it gets kind of
Ooh.
crazy.
Well,
It
that's good
is.
because that hits spring right before summer. So it's a great time. You
Yeah,
and
no,
Naomi can come up. You can stay with me. I have a
okay,
guest room. We can hang out. I'll force you to
perfect.
become Spencer's for a couple of days.
Yep. Husband will
No,
take you out. Have a good time.
we can do it. Yeah, no, listen, and I'll do vacations with her that don't include mountain climbing. I don't, Amy, were you on when we were
You don't have to
talking
worry
about
about that in
that?
the Outer Banks.
Uh-uh.
So, Naomi, my girlfriend, she loves to mountain climb. So she's climbed Everest, Kilimanjaro, she's climbed Mira. She climbs all these things, and
What?
I won't go with her. And I'm Cuban. I'm a sea level guy. My inner tube does not go more than, listen, however high a tower is on a boat, that's my height. I
Yeah.
I don't do much higher than that.
My
And
lungs don't work when we get
oh,
in. I can't breathe.
it's crazy. But long story short, she goes, does all that. And a couple years ago, one of my buddies, he's like, man, that's so awesome. I'd love to do it one day. And I'm like, here's a number color. And they went like on a 19-day mountain climbing. And I'm like, yeah, now I did like him being on the trip because it's always like right around my bluefin tuna season. So, I'm waking up, I'm going to bed at 6 o'clock. I'm waking up at 2:30 and she's like, hey, uh, I'm not going to have any cell service for the next 17 days. Okay, good luck. Please make it back. But for 17 days, I don't know if she fell off a mountain. I don't know if she's frozen somewhere. But with my buddy, he has a wife and two kids, so he brings a sat phone and he
Mhm.
texts me, still alive. We're at X number of feet. I'm like, you know what? You can be on all the
Wow.
trips here going forward, man.
I
Uh,
wonder
That
if the
is so
Garmin
amazing.
inReaches would work there.
you say it again?
I wonder if those little Garmin inReaches would work there.
Probably,
Um,
probably, or if you have some
I,
kind of Starlink.
I was gonna say, or Starlink sent me a thing now that I can take, uh, like a mobile little.
I have a little one here. It's about the
Yeah.
size of oh my gosh, a laptop.
Hmm. So
So,
I
and
was
it,
like, good. I'll send
it
it with my son if he goes hunting, something like that. I can't believe she does that. That is amazing.
oh,
Oh,
she's a rock star,
so good.
man.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't deserve her. She's a fucking saint. She puts up with me. Uh, I, my gosh, the amount of traveling that I do, and then when I'm gone, people call me up to say, "Hey, I see that you're over here in this hemisphere. Do you want to extend your trip a little bit longer?" Because listen, I get it. Hey, I'm going to be back home on blank date. And I knew she was a saint when I spent 6 weeks giant tuna fishing in Canada. I was home for 4 days and I jumped on a plane and I went to Australia and I fished the Great Barrier Reef for 6 weeks. And while I
nice.
was in Australia for 6 weeks, I get an email from the University of China, Beijing. Mr. Navarro, we've found you online and we'd like for you to speak at our tourism forum about how you use social media to promote fishing and tourism. And I'm like, okay. They're like, we'll fly you from Florida out to China and we'll fly you back home. And I'm like, well, I'm not in Florida. I'm in Australia. Well, we'll fly you from there. So I uh, I called Naomi from the reef, and cell service is horrible down there. And the only time you can get a real decent line is like at 4:30 in the morning. So I call her and, hey, what's going on? How's everything going? I go, hey, listen, I got invited to go speak at the University of China. She's like, are you kidding me? I go, no, they found me on Facebook and they asked me to go. And please tell me you told them yes. And I
Oh,
go, yeah, I told them yes, but I just want to check with you, make sure it was okay. So my trip from 6 weeks got pushed out like an extra 10 days. And I had told, and it's so funny because I'm chatting back and forth with the guy now. I told them, listen, I have to stop in Hong Kong before I go to China. Can you line that up? And they did. And they finally asked me, why did you have to stop in Hong Kong? Because I went to Australia with only fishing clothes. And you wanted me to speak in front of people and I needed clothes. And there's a boat down here. I don't think he owns a boat anymore. It's called the Fragrant Harbor. He was the chief of police in Hong Kong for like 20 something years. And he used to always tell me Hong Kong this, Hong Kong that. Oh, the tailors in Hong Kong are always the best. So I sent him an email. Hey, I have to go get some clothes in Hong Kong. Who should I contact? And he gave me his guy, and I went and uh, measured me up. They're like, okay, you're short, you're hairy, and you're Cuban. We got you.
well, where's
So
that suit? Why didn't you wear that today?
what? My suit?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
No. Oh, you mean your stuff?
No, you're the one you went and got fitted for.
No, no,
Is
no,
that what
no.
they made you? A suit? A full-on suit there?
I didn't get a full suit. I got two pairs of pants and four shirts.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, but listen, tailored shirts are totally different than buying them off the rack.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, no, and it's not expensive at all. You know, a shirt is like, I don't know, $35.
Oh,
Well, then you
okay.
got your plane ticket to Hong Kong to that ups the price a
Oh
little
my,
bit.
yeah, yeah, but the food was so good. The food in Hong Kong was phenomenal. And one of the things I was told to do is you have to go to the racetrack. Horse racing is really big in Hong Kong. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So I went. They did not prepare me for what I saw. When they said it's big, this is what the entire town does. And Hong Kong's a big town. I mean, there's like 65, 70,000 people there. And they do it like 3 nights a week. And uh, I had to schlep it with, regular people. And because I wanted to get like a skybox or sit up in a skybox. I didn't mind paying, but you had to go in a coat and tie.
Mhm.
Well, I'm waiting for my clothes. I didn't even have a coat.
Right.
I just ordered, dress shirts. No, if you want to go up to there, you have to have a coat and tie, and there's a whole section that's VIP, black tie, the whole 9 yards. And when I say I'm schlepping it, everybody else is, their work clothes. Everybody's dressed very, very nice.
Right. Mhm.
It wasn't like, you know, riffraff or anything. It was, everybody was dressed up very nice. I took some great photos. It
Well,
was
you
a,
have to
Oh.
share those with me.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'll send those pictures to you guys. You
See,
know.
that's part of the reason we did Port and Starboard too, because we saw our brothers and our dad traveling all around the world to all these cool places, and we were like, "What? That's not fair. How come we don't get to go anywhere?"
Yeah,
So since we started it, we've gotten to
Dad,
go.
if you're listening. No.
Dad, you better be listening because you're gonna send them the link.
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah.
No, but listen, that's part of business. And listen, when you want to go to those places, especially if you want to sell your clothes, part
Mhm.
of my business that people don't realize is the amount of connections that I make behind the scenes. The amount of connections that I make behind the scenes is ridiculous. People don't even know about that because
Mhm.
it's none of nobody's business. People call me up, hey, I'm looking for blank. Can you help me? Yeah, hold on a second. And listen, I have been called up for some crazy stuff.
I
And
bet.
I
So you
say
want to come on
crazy,
board as a
it's not
port and
like
starboard
asking,
rep?
what's that?
I said, you ready to come on board as a port and starboard rep?
Listen, I don't know. I don't want to be a rep. I'll connect you. Just, hey, I want to go to this country. Okay, let me introduce you. Like I got a guy, actually, I should introduce you to Kazanobu in Japan, and I should put you in touch with my buddy Stefan in France. He has a tackle shop. And they sell some clothes like pelagic and stuff, but I'm sure that it would be good for them to have a ladies line, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it would be great.
those connections, yeah, that I do that all day long. That's most of the time my phone calls. People call me up, they want to talk about fishing, and then, hey man, do you think you can help me find blank? The
Mhm.
craziest thing I ever got called for was somebody called me up and I thought I found it and it didn't work out. Somebody was looking for 52 million gallons of fuel for their service stations in Europe.
Whew.
Okay, that is a crazy one.
And you
That
were their go-to. That's it. Okay.
I was the last in line. Nobody could get it for him. So
Wow.
somebody's like, I got a guy that always seems to find everything. And I found it. They just couldn't make the deal work.
I feel like
Uh,
you do really well in prison. You'd be that guy
I'll be
bringing
the
all these
I'll be the
crazy
shop
things.
collar, man.
Yeah.
I'd be the shop collar. Listen, was that a joke at me being Hispanic? Really?
Sis.
That was a joke at me being
No,
Hispanic.
100% not.
Look
Definitely
at
not.
you. Amy's like, no, no, I swear.
No,
Listen,
definitely not.
listen, you're good. I'm not going to shank you today. So
100% that never crossed my mind.
no, but, listen, but I'm glad you said that. Listen, I got to work my way up. I always tease everybody. Listen, don't take my picture because I'm in the witness protection program. They're like, what? I go, being a young Cuban kid, that was our only line of success. You know, if you're in the witness protection program, then you can go live in a different neighborhood. So
Oh God.
little did I know, all I had to do was become a fisherman.
And say good luck with that now, because I see your picture everywhere. Yep.
I know. You're toast.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done at the witness protection program. I can't turn around. Uh, yeah, it's whatever. I'm glad. I'm happy. I've worked. I don't even feel like I work. I feel guilty sometimes because I I love fishing, which I did for so many years, and now I've turned it into a business to help other people, enjoy our sport and all aspects of it, whether you're in building boats, whether you're in selling clothes, whether you're a mechanic, let me put people together. And I'm happy. That makes me happy. Um, Number one, you're useful, but I don't feel like I'm working. I
Well,
really
if you love
don't.
what you do, you never work a day in your life, right?
I
And that's
So
yeah
nice though.
that's good.
yeah. It's like
I feel like
s-
you're perfectly suited for what you do.
Yeah.
I found a really weird little niche, and I do my tournaments, and there's some people like, man, don't you get mad because he put on a tournament same place as you or the same week? I'm like, why, man? That's people fishing. I'm not worried about that. McDonald's don't get mad at Burger King opening up. I
That's
don't
very
know.
true.
I don't get
We
mad
deal
at
with
that.
that in the boat building world. And, I always ask Dad, I'm like, don't you get mad when you do these things? And then somebody copies it or something like that. And he says, absolutely not. Never.
No.
He's like, great on everyone. And I'm concerned with me. And that's all I'm worried about.
That's all I give a shit about.
Yeah.
And listen, if somebody calls me up and asks me for help, I'm going to give them the help too.
Mhm.
I mean, listen, the way I look at it, it's not me versus you, it's us versus the fish, man.
There you go.
We're all in this team together, and it's not even against the fish. It's how do you keep the industry alive and thriving? I mean, maybe that's why so many people call me because I'm always willing to help. I don't, even if you're my competition in something I'm doing, I don't know, man. Listen, I learned this. Try it, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'll try something else. Listen, I don't mind being the guinea pig. You were talking about in business, if you do something, you got a 50-50 chance of failing. It's not even 50-50. It's only like 99 to 1 because the way I look at it is if you set out to do something and you don't achieve that goal, as long as you learn something and you try again, you're still going. The only that 1% only kicks in when you just give up. And as long as you don't give up, sooner or later you'll be successful.
And if you can stay open-minded, I feel like for Amy and I, we talk about this a lot. We start out thinking things are going to go one way and we see that something else is more popular or something's working better over here than we anticipated. So we pivot that way. If you're not dead set on one thing, if you're open to change and if you're open to kind of go with the flow that it needs to, it works out better.
It's very important. Very important. Now, what at present, because it could change in 12 months, at present, what seems to be the cat's ass? What is everybody liking?
The clutches, 100%, man, those are flying out the door.
The
So,
clutches?
yeah, we made these little purses. A
Oh,
First.
lot
thank
of
you. Thank you. She knew what
um,
I meant.
I can see it in your eyes.
What the fuck? The only thing I'm thinking
um,
is you sell clutch apparel? What the the clutches? I'm like, you're killing me, Smalls.
everything's clutch. um, a lot of our clothes we tried to design that real estate on the boat is very limited and valuable. So we want the clothes to fold up and fit neatly and not wrinkle. It's hard to get things dry cleaned and things like that while you're out fishing or living off a boat for a few weeks or whatever. And so we also have these little purses that are small that you can easily fit in a drawer or something in a boat. If you hop off and want to run up to meet your friends for a drink at the bar or something when you get in, they fit, your little credit cards. But a lot of us have our big mom pocketbooks. We don't want to take all that. And I am showing my age, but it fits your phone and a couple little things you need to run up there and actually I have some here. Amy, do you have
Good.
one?
I was going to go get one, but if you have one,
It,
that's good.
I don't know whose lighting is better, and I'm sorry to the people who can't
no,
see this, but they're
no,
listening.
you're good.
Can
Oh,
you see that?
yeah, no, it's got billfish all over for anybody that's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have they have this cute little billfish accent thing, a leather.
It's our Grand Slam print. Yeah, with a little fishtail on the
I
handle.
like that.
Let me make sure
It's
there's nothing in here before I open it. This is my personal one. It's empty. Can you see that at all?
I
A little bit.
uh,
No. Okay.
nah, but
Yeah. Anyway, we have a
now I
bunch of
get it.
cute little designs on those. We have pink and blue fish. Can you see that? I can't see it because the lighting here is
No,
weird.
no, no, it looks good. I can see it. You might need to hold it just a little bit higher though.
Yeah. It's
We
just
There you
have one
go.
with some anchors on there, and we have some floral prints that are all kinds of colors. This black one is one of our most popular.
at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
bunch.
they're
Those
also
are hot
wipeable,
summer.
easily cleanable on the boat. That's what we wanted again. Something that's actually practical, but that women would want. That's cute, but also practical for the boat. We
Listen,
just
and
weren't
we don't
finding
want to
one.
knock any of the other apparel companies out there. They have great products. The reason that we developed ours this way is because they just weren't feminine enough. A lot of the performance wear is just what the guys have. They look like the men's hoodies and things like that. And so we wanted something for the ladies. Now we do have men's apparel too, but our women's apparel is taking off
That's good.
phenomenally well. But
That's good. I've
I
heard that's
think
the
there
biggest
was a
complaint I've
loophole.
heard over the years is not enough variety.
Yeah, I think the girls wanted something that was performance type wear, but also girly. And so that's the niche we try to fit into.
I I love it. I like girly. Not for my body shape,
Well, we have
but
some skirts for you, Fly.
Yes.
Lord have no. I'm sticking with the shorts and the button downs that you send me. I'm sticking with that. No. But you're absolutely right. You know, when you're going with your girlfriend or your wife, you want to look over and it's like I don't want to look over and say, "Who's that dude on the right flat?" No. Yeah, that's my woman. I like it. I like
And
it.
it can hold up, and it's got, actual pockets. A lot of girls never had pockets in their things that they made, and our skirts, are made with shorts under them. So you can climb up on the bridge and do the things because we're actually out in the boats a lot. So we knew what we wanted to see and how it should function, and but still hold up really well and be a little bit elevated. And,
So
you know,
who did the designing of the clothes itself? Did one of you have background in that, or did you bring somebody else to help you in on the designing?
So, like I said, we started from scratch. We kind of had an idea of what we wanted, but we have no idea how to make patterns or tech packs or any of the things that the factory needs. Or do you just fly to China and look for a factory? We have no idea. And so we kind of did the modern age thing of asking Google, where do people start? And we found a company in Texas, which we should give a shout out to them too, because they are phenomenal to work with. Alice James Global, if anybody's thinking about starting an apparel company, start there. They have a whole team of people. They fly all over the world and make sure that factories are ethically sourced and things like that. And um, they have people on hand who can listen to what you want. They give us 2D drawings and we work with them to tweak it. Like, no, we imagined it more this way or this. And we get it exactly what they want, how we want it on paper. They make a tech pack because we don't know the exact dimensions a pocket should be to fit standard, and things like that, which they do. So they make the tech pack and send it to a factory, and then we get a sample back from the factory after we've chosen the fabrics, and we tell them all the qualities we want: quick dry, moisture wicking, breathable, all that kind of stuff. They source that for us as well. And they tell us
Nice.
the different kind of zippers, and we're like, hey, we don't want anything, they're out in the sun, you don't want metal to burn your skin, and things like that that we're trying to take into consideration. And sorry, I got lost for a second, but yeah, they make all that information for
It
us. And
happens. It
yeah,
happens.
I was going down the road of so many processes we have to go through. I'm like, how deep do I want to get here? But basically, we get a sample back, we tweak it, we manipulate it to fit exactly the way we want it to. We also want things to fit real women. There's a multiple sizes of women out there. We want everybody to feel comfortable and the garments to fit everyone where they're flattering and things like that. And so once we get it where we want it, then we work on a pattern that looks best on it, and they custom make the patterns according to what we want. And then we piece it all together that way. Did I miss
Nice.
anything, Amy? Because it is an involved process. I kind of skipped over some steps.
No, it's good. And that's the fun part. I love the designing part and, all the fun things. And then when we get it in, we get to try it on, we get to wear it. I've got a pair of leggings here we are working on and trying to get just right. So it's a lot of fun. And they're very helpful.
That's
Um,
cool.
yeah.
And
Uh,
Amy and I decided in the beginning, we wanted this to not be a stressful venture. We have enough stress. She has multiple businesses with her family. We're working at the boat shop. I have multiple businesses with my husband. We didn't want this to be a stressful thing. We wanted it to be fun. And so we try to incorporate that into every aspect of it. And I feel like we've done that. We have a lot of fun together anyway, but we've tried to make this whole venture just an enjoyable process between us. You still having fun, Amy?
Yeah. And the
wow,
tournaments are fun.
you put her on the spot right there. What is she gonna say? Fuck no. Come on.
Think once if it okay, no. I'm just kidding.
What
It's fun.
so you so you were saying about the tournaments?
Yeah, so a lot of times we like to travel to the fishing tournaments or the ladies part of the fishing tournament. Again, it's really hard for us to leave Spencer Yachts because that is our day job. But when we get to go, it's so much fun. I've done um the Alice Kelly tournament. We have our stuff there. It's been really popular. Last year they wanted us to stay throughout Pirates Cove week, but the boys are fishing that week, so we kind of have to be here in the office. But that was a lot of fun. And in Moorhead, right before the Big Rock, the no, I can't remember the name of the
Oh,
tournament before.
the ladies tournament there. Oh my God, I can't believe
KWLA. That's it. KWLA
I,
tournament.
I won
Um,
that tournament one time.
really?
Oh my God, we
Oh,
had such a good time. It was with a
yes.
bunch of the board members of the Big Rock.
Oh,
I
I
was fishing with
really
Pete Manuel, Delta Dawn. I don't know if you know
uh-huh.
Pete
Okay.
Manuel. Yeah.
I know that boat. Yeah.
Yeah, we had such a good time. There's a picture of me and Pete. We had pink wigs on, and I picked up Mr. Pete and I hold him in my arms.
Uh,
It was
yeah.
great.
That one is so much fun. So, well, I've had our stuff there right at the weigh scale. When everybody comes in, we've been down there, and it's really hard because we also love to fish. So I try really hard to go fish. I have some friends down there. We fished on the high time, I think, the past few years, and then my husband and son were very nice and gracious, and they ran our stand out there so I could fish in the day, and then I would come back at in the evening and be there. So that was a lot of fun. We tried to fish the Sailfish Sweethearts last year and go down there and have our clothing as well, but I think the weather got us on that one too. I
Got
think they had to
canceled
move
at the
their
last minute. We were down there.
yeah.
We had an Airbnb and everything. We had a bunch of
Oh,
girls lined up that were flying in to fish with
that
us.
was
But we still made the best of it.
That's Maddie's tournament, isn't it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The Selfish
I
Sweethearts.
was going to win me a Rolex. I was in for it.
Stake your clay.
Wanted that.
Oh my God, that's awesome. No, I've heard some really nice things about that Selfish Sweethearts. I'm never home for it.
Mhm.
I can't remember if it was that one or when it was the Blue Water Babes. I sponsored a team. There was a handful of girls, and I I've always, I'm a believer in promote the children in the industry and promote the women because when moms go fishing, everybody goes fishing. So if a bunch of dudes call me up and they're like, "Hey, sponsor us for the tournament," no, suck it, go cut the grass. But when girls call me, uh, it's always because I know, listen, that there could be four women there, and whether they're moms or they're gonna be moms, if they like to go fishing, they're gonna end up taking their kids going fishing.
Yes.
So I'm a very big, even in my tournaments in the Bahamas, I don't give away angler trophies, but I do give away top female and top junior angler.
Oh,
Well, you'll have to let us know so we can donate some apparel to the top female angler or something. We
yeah.
love to do that for the ladies'
Mhm.
tournaments.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you'd like, I would be more than happy to put you in touch with the winner of last week.
Okay.
And I have another tournament coming up this week and next week. If you want to give me send me something that I could print out, or afterwards I can just tell them and introduce, and then give them something. Listen, the people that won the tournament last week, to top it off, first time they've owned a boat, first tournament
Wow.
they fished. They
Nice.
No way.
In the first
Look.
hour and a half, they hook a double header blue marlin.
Good for them.
And that was enough to carry him through the whole tournament. And wife caught one of them, and that took her to top female angler. And yeah, it's again, they were such nice people. So if you want afterwards, just I'll share the phone number with her and have her call you, or whatever,
Okay.
however you want me to do it, or an email or whatever.
An email would be great. That we would love to do that.
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Also,
I would
part of
love
the
to do
reason when we started this, I think I can't remember the numbers now because it's been a few years, but it was talking about the women in the fishing industry, and it was a growing number of women in there and how important it was, and it was a lot of fun. And we were like, yeah, we want the girls to enjoy this too. It's not just a guys thing. It's.
It's for everybody.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's
I
for
can't
everybody.
remember what year that was, but I think of all the new anglers that came into the sport fishing world, it was, don't quote me on this because I can't remember the exact number, but it was like 40% of the new anglers introduced into it were
Yeah.
women
Wow.
or females. I was going to say women. I don't know their age breakdowns or anything, but
Listen,
that's
Yeah.
a lot, almost
if
50%.
she's nine, she's a woman in training.
Valid.
That's
Yeah.
true.
How's that? How's
Yes.
that? A woman in training.
Yep.
That's sooner or later she'll be a woman. So, and if she starts fishing at 9 and she has nice apparel, she's more likely to hang around longer and stay a
Yeah.
fisher person all her life.
Yeah.
And,
And that's what we wanted, just.
and that's so cool.
Mhm.
You've taken what your family does, and now you're just helping the female side of our industry feel more comfortable. And I think that's great.
Well, I hope we do. That is our ultimate goal.
Listen, that would be an incredible legacy to leave on the industry. Never mind just your life, but just on the industry itself. And as we know, like you said, it's a it's a lot of people, but it's not a lot, you know. And you guys are sitting here working on creating your own legacy apart from your father's, which again, what you guys done with your dad is incredible. But the fact that you're like, hey, we want to put our own stamp on this. I love it. That's why I wanted you guys to be on the podcast. I wanted you guys, now that we've done this, maybe in a few months I'll call your dad. I wanted you to be first. I wanted
He'll
you
have
guys
better
to,
fishing stories than us because he
yeah.
doesn't take us enough, Dad.
Mhm.
You heard that, Pablo. You heard that, Pablo. No, no, it's important to me because a lot of times, you open a magazine or you open stuff up, and there's a lot of females in our industry to help support it, to fish in it, to run boats. There's so many different. This is, you see all the pictures of people standing on stage with checks, and it doesn't show you how much of a support there is by the females in our industry. And to be honest, I didn't even notice it until uh, I stepped out and started creating my own business outside of just fishing. You
Mhm.
know, you would see people, okay, I'd run into females at running tournaments and, doing all kinds of different things. But now that I've actually stood outside and helped build things around our industry, you realize, listen, there's a lot of women in there, whether they want to step up and talk and be forward facing or if they want to be behind the scenes. And that's a personal choice. That has nothing to do with whether you're male or female. That's just a personal choice. Some people don't want to be forward facing, you know? Like me, I like to be behind the scenes.
Yeah, so much like you.
I was just
Yeah.
going to say that. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly like
I'm
you.
sorry I cut you off. I'm sorry I cut you off. No, I listen, everybody knows I just like to promote the sport. But while you're at it, it's important to promote the people in the sport in all aspects, not just people that are out there fishing. When you look at a picture, I don't know about you guys, but me, when I look at a picture and it's like, oh, somebody's catching a fish, I'm like, yeah, but somebody built that rod, somebody built that reel, somebody sold him those glasses, somebody sold him the shoes, the boat he's on, somebody built it, the engines that are pushing that boat, the cat. There's so much that when I look at a picture that I'm like, there's a lot of people that help support our industry.
Mhm.
And everybody should tell their story, and that's
You remember the
important.
first time I met you? You've always been so. It was. I can't even remember. I can't remember if I even had kids back then. And my oldest son is 19, so it's been
Jesus.
between 15 and 20 years ago, I guess. But you came to the boatyard and you did a little clip with Dad on one of the new boats.
Yeah, that was a
Do you
while.
remember that?
Was that
Yeah,
when I met you?
I think so. I think that was the first time we met.
I think if that was the time, the one thing I remember is uh if that was it, I didn't know I didn't know I needed to go to a pharmacy because I had an infection in my pinky and you took me to the pharmacy.
I did.
I
I
didn't
don't remember
I
that.
don't remember going to the pharmacy and you're like, "Oh no, I think we went to lunch or something."
I think
And
we did go to lunch. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, "Where's the pharmacy? I need and all I needed was Neosporin and a Band-Aid and some peroxide, but they didn't have it. Uh I had just flown in from the Azores and shoot, Naomi and we've been together 11 years now. So I wasn't dating Naomi. I wasn't dating anybody. I remember I landed in Miami with my suitcase and my luggage, and I'm like, why am I going home? There's nothing at home. So I looked online and I'm like, ooh, Pirates Cove is next week. I'm gonna go up there. And I literally on my phone, I booked another flight and I went up, flew into Virginia, and I just drove down and yeah, I remember going in and shooting some videos with your dad, and then I hung out at Pirates Cove for a week. Yeah, I've always that's just kind of my life. I like to do stuff like flying up somewhere to go eat some soft shell crabs. But that's how you meet people. At least
Yes.
for me, that's how I meet people. I mean, it's nice to talk on the phone and meet people, but I like to go someplace and, uh, okay, now that you showed me how the soft shell crabs, what's the best way to cook it? And here's the thing, and this is the one thing about fishing that people need to understand. I know you guys understand it. People will go to Mexico and they'll go to a restaurant and watch how somebody makes a whatever, a fajita, a chimichanga, a whatever. And then when you go home to North Carolina or to Florida, now you cook it there. And then you go somewhere else. Hey, I'm going to go fish in the Azores. And it's like, man, one of my favorite things is, oh, I learned this recipe while I was in Mexico or Venezuela or like me lately. The two things that I love to cook is Asian food because of all the time I spend in Japan and Arabic food. Oh, kebabs. I'm a kebab king, man.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I'm a mixed grill fanatic. So I come home and I cook Arabic food. But that's what fishing does. You go to these places and you meet people and you see what they eat. And so the whole thing of, yeah, I could just go online and order some soft shell crabs. That's anybody can do that. But actually jumping on a plane and watching them molt out of their shell and then have somebody show me how they cook it there at home. And then when I'm in wherever, hey, I learned this in Manteo, North Carolina.
I mean, you can get fully immersed in the experience of
That's
it. Then
that's
it
it.
becomes better. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about fishing, is the fact that there's water everywhere, man. There's water. Okay, so I know you guys said Guatemala and Costa Rica. Where's your favorite destination you guys have been so far?
Mm.
Fishing wise, we don't get to fish as much as we'd like, but I like fishing in Costa Rica. Panama
That's
was
what I was
great.
gonna say.
I like
Yeah.
Costa Rica.
Does it have to
It
do
was
with the amount of fish or the fact that it's flat calm?
Um,
cool.
both. I'm a spoiled fisher. I
Uh,
also don't like long runs and things like that.
no, I don't blame
Yeah.
you. Okay, how about non-fishing?
Oh, non-fishing. I don't know. Amy, what's yours? I'm going to think about that for a minute.
A destination
Yeah,
non-fishing? Ooh.
not non-fishing destination. What's your favorite?
Oh
Mhm.
man.
So I do like my husband and I, this is crazy because it's not really a foreign destination, but my husband and I own some property about an hour west of here, and we call it the hunting camp. And we've got a couple cabins over there, and we love to go there. I don't get to go enough. It's on a big natural lake with a nice sandy bottom. We have a pontoon boat, bunch of toys, four-wheelers, gators, things like that. We love to go over there and just kind of play. Our kids like to go. We took all the
Why
kids up
don't you
there
go
this
more
weekend.
often?
It's just hard to get there. It's kind of crazy, even though it's very close. But we both work so much. Like I said, we have multiple businesses we're running, and and the boat shop, our daytime jobs, and all that kind of stuff.
Listen, I get it. I understand that.
That
What
is
about
probably one of my favorite places to be.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
what about you, Amy?
I don't know. I really love it when we get to run away. Every year we go to Ocracoke for a few days out
Ooh,
in the Sound there.
I like
And
Overcook.
I love clamming. I have really long toes. I think that's why my husband married me. I'm
Do
really
not
good
have really long
at
to.
clamming.
Oh
It's
my God.
the gift I
On
have.
your first, listen, you said, I think that's why my husband married me. On your first date, he says, take off your shoes. Let me see your toes.
He said, "Oh, those are some good clamming toes." I mean, just kidding.
It's my girl.
Oh my
Uh,
God, that's
Oh
hilarious.
my god.
yeah. Sorry. But
I
there's
can't
some
wait till
sand
Jamie hears
islands
that.
there. Sorry. He knows. He agrees.
Uh,
Um, but we pull the boat up to a sand island and we can hang out there all day. We can go clamming. They come back, at night and we go with our friends. It's a big group of us. They'll cook everything up and the kids go and they bring their own little boat. They're fishing right beside us. That's one of my favorite things to do, favorite places.
Awesome. I like
Yeah.
that. It's always
Hmm.
nice to
we
have
live
the,
in a really beautiful area that offers so much,
Yeah.
and
it's always nice to have a place.
we know all the best little nooks and crannies, and it's its own little paradise here. We're so lucky.
Naomi and I, we just got a place out on the West Coast. Honestly, I was supposed to be on a red eye last night and run home to do this podcast. We're up in between Seattle and Vancouver in the San Juan Islands. And we were going out there for the week. And anything that could go wrong was going wrong. Just the refrigerator took a shit. Her car, she was having issues that she uses for work. And I had like, I had moved all these podcasts so I can fly out there really quick and then fly back really quick and just have that little nick of time. And I woke up in the morning on Saturday and your flight's been canceled. I'm like, well, let me see if I can still get out because I have a podcast tomorrow. I have a podcast the next day. And they're like, you can get out on Wednesday. And I'm like, man, I almost feel like the good Lord doesn't want me to go or want us to go out there.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes he wants you to stay home. And if you
yes,
see what's going on in the airports right now, it's probably a good thing. But Naomi woke up. She was going to take me to the airport. She's like, "Aren't we going to the airport?" I go, "No, my flight's canceled. Go back to sleep. I'm going to go back to sleep." And I'm still looking. And we had literally, we had scheduled the refrigerator to be delivered today. And so I'm like, well, now I'm home. Let me see. Let me just change the schedule. So as I go in there for the schedule, it was scheduled for Tuesday. And I'm like, I know I put it in for next Monday, but somehow it had the schedule for last week. And Naomi's like, I saw you put it in. I'm like, again, God wanted us to stay home and we stayed home, but we both enjoy going out there. I like it because as long as I have Wi-Fi, I can work, and like other than my events and stuff like that, but as long as I got Wi-Fi, I can work. And I love doing the podcast from out there. And I'm an early riser, so I wake up at like 4:30, drink my coffee. By 6, I'm ready to work. But here at home, nobody's ready to work. But out there at 6 a.m., it's 9 a.m. here. I can hit the
That's true.
ground running. I
that's
can
Uh-huh.
true.
hit the
Yeah,
ground running. And
it
by
does look beautiful out there.
Oh, it is so nice. You guys should come up and bring the family up. You
I would
guys bring
love
your
to.
husbands and come on up. And uh, the one thing I haven't seen yet that the San Juan Islands is known for is orcas. We have not seen orcas from the house yet, but we get seals swimming by the beach. We get otters. We get deers. We got Penelope. Naomi's going to be so happy that I called her by name on the podcast. We have a deer that she named Penelope. I think she's Mexican because she loves corn tortillas. I go out there. I like breakfast burritos in the morning. So, and really the tortilla is just a delivery method. As a man, and I'm not trying to make this a man or female thing, but as a man, I like the fact that I do not need to use utensils. I just put it in the corn tortilla and I can eat
Yeah.
away.
Mhm.
And very primal. It's better than just gnawing off a piece of steak or whatever. But so now I go and I go out there with like 300 corn tortillas and I'll eat whatever 20 and the rest goes to Penelope. I feed Penelope.
Oh,
So,
Casey, that sounds like your fox.
oh,
Yeah, we had some foxes over at our hunting camp, and it took us about, sorry, I had to plug in my computer. It was starting to die. It took us about 6 or 8 months to train them, and they wouldn't eat out of your hand, but they would come right in between your feet. And they enjoyed our company. They would sit on the corner of the yard like dogs and kind of just watch us, whatever we were doing. We were always outside over there, and they just kind of hung out with us. And they had a litter of babies that they were training to be more comfortable with us, and it was great. And then Hunter's father passed away, and we inherited one of his hunting dogs, and he chased them off. So we
oh,
lost our
Oh
fox family, but
no! Oh, I didn't know
it was
that.
great for a little bit.
well, listen, you had pet foxes for a while.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fun.
that was really fun.
Hey, listen, it's nice to be around Mother Nature and see the wildlife. I mean, as a fisherman slash hunter, it's not always about catching a fish or shooting an animal. It's just being outside.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
the cool part.
And so Amy and I both have really outdoorsy families, and we both have sons that are about 16, and they are avid fishermen. Both of them have just caught the fishing bug. They got that from their papa for sure. So
Yeah.
they're always out fishing, hunting in nature. That's
It's contagious.
yeah, it's nice. It's fun.
It's contagious. No, but listen, especially when you have somebody that's so within not just the industry, even because I know a lot of people that maybe they're not in the industry, but they fish a lot. It's part of their life. That's part of your lifestyle. And you just see it how it gets passed on. I mean, that's how it happened to me. Nobody in my family was a professional fisherman. It's just they all loved to fish. And I remember to this day, I still remember walking around my uncle's boat pretending I was fishing, trying to pretend I was on the Orca with Quint off Jaws doing
Yeah.
circle. Yeah.
Oh,
Daniel probably won't like me telling this story, but
So
look,
I
I
tell
was
was
it.
just thinking of it. Yes.
I came home from school. I was in elementary school. Daniel's what, 5 years younger than me, I think, and he was still in diapers. He wasn't old enough to go to school yet. And I came home, and he spent about 30 minutes telling me how he caught this big fish today, or was it a shark? I can't remember. But anyway, so it was this whole long story. He went into detail about catching this shark. He
You
loved
see?
to do that. He would make up fishing stories all day.
Listen, rule number one I learned in the industry, don't ever let the truth get in the way of a good story. You just make sure you tell a good story. Let the pieces fall where they may.
Yeah, well, Daniel figured that out real early, so he
Mhm.
was.
There's
So don't trust his fishing stories.
it's okay. Listen, it's just tell a good story. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. You know, it keeps people on their toes. You listen, you should fact check everything anyway. So if 50% of it is not true, it's up to you to figure out which 50%. You know, maybe the 700 pounder is right, but I wasn't on a Spencer boat. That could be your brother's story. You don't know. Which part do I not believe?
Yeah.
So I was on my dad just built a brand new 76 Spencer. And no, you were more on a 52 Hatteras from 1982. But it's okay. The 700 pounder
Yep.
was true.
That's all right. Yep.
It doesn't matter as long as a part of it is true. So,
Mhm.
ladies, if people want to get a hold of you, tell us all the locations where we can find Port and Starboard Apparel.
Amy, you want to take that away? She's
Sure.
more into social media than me.
I don't know. I'm like, I gotta look it up. Well, our website is portandstarboardapparel.com.
Okay.
We couldn't just get port and starboard, so it has apparel at the end. And I think the same is on our Facebook. We have Facebook and Instagram, um, port and starboard apparel, port and starboard apparel. I think also on Instagram. And I did actually. I am learning how to do websites and all the things, but I went on there last night and made a coupon code for anybody who listens to your show. We have a coupon code on there called FlyZone, and they can get yeah an extra 15% off.
Good for
I,
you, Amy.
It's
Yay.
their
Thank
whole
you.
order. Yeah,
I
I,
didn't even
I,
know
yeah,
that right now.
I,
I
You're
can do
awesome.
that.
I will put it in the description so
Oh,
people can use the coupon code. I love it. I
perfect.
love it. And then once the clips come out, I'll tag you in the clips on social so you guys can get that. And if you just want the clips in general to use for like a newsletter or something, let me know and I'll put them in a Dropbox for you and you guys can do whatever you want with them. I mean, I make the clips, I get it all chopped up and it'll be chopped up by this afternoon. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't wait.
Is there anything
I
you want
just
to give
schedule
us?
stuff out so that
Yeah.
when I travel, I don't have to worry about it.
That's
Yeah, I
nice.
try to knock everything out at once. It's like, again, it's like being on a boat. You can't go to the bar and drink and have dinner and not have washed the boat. You got to wash the boat. You got to do your work first.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
I don't know how
good.
you juggle it all. You're so busy.
That's what I was
Um,
thinking.
You have no, I was telling Naomi a story the other day. She's like, wait a second, is that with, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give you names just so you get, because really there was only three people in the something I was doing. And once I put names on it, it was so much easier. She goes, I don't know how the fuck you keep all these people together.
I
And
don't
I'm
either.
like, yeah, I don't know. I just compartmentalize it. This is this project. This is this project, you know. And then every day there's a text message going on. Hey man, what's going on with this? Hey man, what's going? It's how many boats do you guys have in the yard right now?
About 15
You
for
have
the new yacht construction.
for the new construction.
Yeah, 3 of those though are 32-foot production style boats that we're just getting into. So,
But still, it's you have 15 boats. How many are in the yard side for fixing?
I'm looking. There's a lot. I can barely see out my window for all the boats. Yes.
So it's no different. Imagine that. I just do the same thing. You know, every boat has its own little spreadsheet, and these are the things that need to get done, and you just go through them and keep an eye on them. And sometimes you got to put a little like okay, this is on hold, and that means it gets out of the rotation. But next time you think about it in 3 months or 6 months, hey man, what's going on? How are you? We still held up? Okay, that's fine. Then it just sits back on the shelf and until the next time, or not ever. But you know, you just keep rotating. It's just like running a boatyard. At least,
we have a whole team of people, and
Yeah.
you have fun.
yeah, but there's one person somewhere in an office that keeps it all under control and divvies out the delegation to it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's not, what's that? Stacy White?
So that is Stacy White. Yes.
Yeah, and nothing got done this morning because she's been on here with us.
Luckily, we have a great team in our office, and if something happens and we can't be there, they can keep it together pretty well.
No,
Yep.
that's what the most important. You got to have people that you trust and that you know that you can turn your back for a little bit and take a deep breath and know it's going to be taken care of. That's
Also,
honestly
Pablo came in. I'm sorry, go ahead.
what? No, no, what was that?
I was going to say also Pablo came in from Costa Rica last night, and I did call him to let him know that Amy and I wouldn't be there today until lunch, so he was in charge. We'll see. We'll see if it's on fire when we get there.
Oh
He's still at
no.
home. I happen to know that. So.
Okay. He didn't do his job very well today.
Okay, so anybody
fine.
else you got to trust that you delegate.
Yeah.
Pablo, listen, if you don't want to come in, you don't have to come in.
No, the boys are in charge. The brothers are out there.
Listen,
On
again,
their shoulders.
I know Cliff doesn't need to catch that bluefin to pay his mortgage. So that to me
Nope.
is the funniest thing in the world when I'm watching, when somebody's like, "Oh my God, these poor guys on Wicked Tuna." That motherfucker right there, I know he's going to make his mortgage payment. That bluefin
That
tuna
was
has nothing
when
to do.
when I first turned it. That was the first episode I saw, and he's like, "I got 3 boys to feed, or 3 growing boys to feed." I turned to my husband and I was like, "You seeing this?" I know
That
that it's the producers make them say things, but oh man, that gave me.
No, it's hilarious. And again, I've never watched an entire show, but I saw a piece of that, and
Mhm.
I'm like, you see that guy right there? I know for a fact he don't need that bluefin tuna. I know for a fact he don't need it. Don't let them people lie. Don't trust anything you see on TV.
He would sure
Reality
let
TV
me
is
have it though.
100% real.
Yeah.
Well, ladies,
Oh,
I would like to say thank you. I'm going to sign off here. You guys don't hang up yet. I want to say thank you to you guys for joining us. I want to thank everybody else that's been listening. You heard the code on their website, FlyZone. I will also put it in the description so you can use it. And everybody, we will check you guys later.